Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Project 406. So I've been busy doing a few little jobs whilst off since the last video even. I mean, look at this outside, snowing. I don't know if that camera's picking that up. I still can't get over. I was working in here on Wednesday with shorts on and I'm freezing today. So anyways, as you can see, the headlamps have been done. I've put two, you can't really see, the two upgraded bulbs in there. I'm going to clean the lenses now. I'll show you a little brief demonstration of me doing that. So that's sorted for the MOT now. We've got working side lights and headlights. I'll quickly go on to the back. Can you get over that, Crazy weather. You might notice on the other clip, I've only just done a quick job with a little can of silver spray paint as the exhaust. I mean, as we can see, there's marks on the paint and that, but just tidied up the exhaust tip a bit. Also, we had a number plate light out, like I mentioned, so that's sorted now. Rear wiper on. I'm just going to knock these lights off so I don't flatten my battery. And take the key out. I've probably set an engine management light. Obviously, you've seen I've done the wipers. So as you can see, I've been doing a few jobs under the bonnet. Like I mentioned, I've drained out the full screen wash system with a vacuum pump and filled that with like a premium screen wash product. I had some spare power steering fluid lying about. I've put some new in there, checked the level of the antifreeze, which was fine. So moving over to here, obviously I've been in doing the bulbs. Right, so I wanted to do a few jobs in this area. I thought I had a correct MAF sensor. I knew one sitting, but it wasn't. It was slightly different. So what I've done is I've used some electrical contact cleaner and cleaned those so they're nice and clean now. Be very careful when you're dealing with these. If you damage them using the wrong, don't use brake cleaner. It has to be proper electrical contact cleaner. So I've given that a clean up. It normally makes them run a lot better. That's why I had that off. So I had an air filter. The air filter that was in wasn't too bad, but I've just stuck one in. And it's a good job I took this off because I've just done a temporary repair here for the moment. As you can see, I noticed the car when you are sitting, once you stop the engine, the brake pedal more or less lost vacuum straight away. And this pipe here was totally detached. So I've just put a little temporary tube on, tied them up. And that'll do that. So obviously that goes down there to, I don't know if you can see, there's like a vacuum reservoir kind of down there somewhere. You can't see on the camera. So obviously this wouldn't have been helping all the turbo pressure. Obviously down the back here you've got your three solenoids, one for your EGR valve, one for your turbo actuator. And I'm not quite sure what the third one's for. It's for something. But anyways, just that one pipe being off the system, it loses pressure for everything. So it would have never have been gaining full vacuum pressure. So a good little repair there. That was a tie missing, a screw missing on here. I've just used a cable tie just to keep it secure as that'll have been rattling about. Also, there was a Jubilee clip missing off here, which I found a spare one to go on, which is your main feed in. So now I'm just going to put the airbox back on, reconnect everything up, and we've probably killed two birds with one stone there, because that vacuum leak wouldn't have been doing no good to for everything, performance, brakes, the lot, because obviously your servo uses vacuum. So I'm going to do that now. Once I've got that back together, I'll put into this video a brief like kind of demonstration of cleaning the headlamps. I'm not expecting miracle results with these, but I've got this stuff here and I've used it for years and it's great. It does actually work. I don't go using all the wipes and everything. I'll show you the way I do it in a moment. So I'll just cut out the video now, and when you come back in I'll have this built back up and I'll get on and do the headlamps. Right, that's everything built up. A few things I forgot to mention before. Like I've said, I've cleaned that up. This has got a new clip on now. As you can see down there, this was missing, so that's not shaking about. The whole airbox was shaking about, loose. So I've just put a little tie around. Actually, I'm going to have to replace that, so it's not pushing on the pipe. But basically, I've secured that because it was just rattling like hell. So I've done that. That's back on, obviously, in the new air filter. Little tip when you're working with these air filters, the little screws just totally rust to bits. So once you've put, obviously there's been a new one put up there, once you put them on, just coat them with a bit of grease. Any grease, anything at all, Just put something over them, and it just means next time you need to take it apart, you know, after it's had the salt on it through the winter, it's not going to get like corrode as bad. So that's that anyway. Now I'm going to move on to these headlamps. So what I've got here is this kit. I've used it a few times. This is basically just like an abrasive stuff. To be quite honest, it's unflavoured toothpaste what's in there just about. It's just a very kind of mild cutting agent. This in here is like a spray lubricant. To be quite honest, I'm sure it's just water, deionised water, to be honest with you. And you get various different little pads in there, but to be quite honest, I just use this one. They've got all the sealing wipes and everything, but I'm not going to go to that far with this car, because once you're finished doing it, the best option is just to put some standard car wax on. So I'm just going to put this where we can see it, there, and I'm just going to go across with what I've got here. And I'm not going to film the whole thing, I'll just show you roughly what you do. So obviously you get your spray lubricant, just wet the headlamp, give this a bit of a shake, put it onto the sanding pad. I normally start on, just to be quite honest, this is number 4, the most abrasive one, and it normally works. If you go doing all the full stages, I'm not looking for perfection here, I'm just looking for a quick tidy up for the MOT. It does tend to go everywhere, this stuff, so be prepared to do a bit of cleaning up afterwards on your bodywork. But this car's had pads on it on the headlamps, like for going abroad, and they really badly affect the plastic. There's something in the glue around this area, as you can see, causes damage. Really, what we're just trying to do here is, you can see like it's going like an orange, like a yellowy colour. All I'm trying to do is just remove the top layer of dirt, and believe it or not, sometimes you can get good results by just removing the dirt and not going for the full, what the package show you, like, you know, like brand new headlamps again. I can guarantee these will not be like brand new, but they'll be better. And I'll definitely not be able to get rid of the mark here from where those stick-on pads were on. Normally takes a few times, but you can see there's a lot of dirt coming off this. Instead of the cutting compound being white, it's turned like a yellowy colour, and that's all the dirt coming off the lamps. So I'm just going to cut out, that's all I'm going to do now, and then you just rub it off, and I'll do it a few times, and then we'll do a little comparison, so I'll come back to you. And I've been through this before with the T-cut metallic. I know it doesn't say anywhere on here to use it on headlamps, but when you're dealing with an old car like this stuff, once you've gone with the sandpaper, just use this on a bit of paper and put it on the headlamp. I'll show you, put it on. It seems to work really well. There's a final stage cutting compound. So once you've done it with the kits and the sandpaper and all that, this just seems to be a good, because obviously T-cut is a very, very, very mild cutting agent. And I don't know what's in it, but there's stuff in it obviously designed for paint work to get imperfections and things like that. So just put some of this on them. This is like your second to last stage, and then the final stage, I'll get to that in a moment. Obviously I'm just using paper, it would probably be better to use some kind of a cloth or something. I'm just doing this quickly. Obviously you can tell straight away when it starts to dry. Yeah, see, I've got just a jute towel here. And there we go, I haven't even getting to the final stage yet. And that's miles better than it was. If you compare that, I don't know if the camera's picking this up, how bad these are. If you look closely in, see, you know that? That's where the circular sticker's been. And it's really off colour. You know, that's how it should be there. And if you look at this one, you can still see where it's been on, but these are a lot more clear. I'll put the final stage on and we'll see how it looks. I'll just leave the video running. And it's just basic car wax. That's all it is. Anything will do. Just something with a wax top on it. put loads on either, just a little coating. And all this does is just puts a layer of protection over it to kind of seal it from the elements. Same as what you would do with your paintwork. Always remember when you're polishing your car, apart from glass, I mean some people even put it on glass, like your windscreen and that, is if you can put this wax on anything, put it on most stuff. You know, always put it on the lights, front and rear lights. It's pointless polishing your paintwork and leaving all the plastics, because plastics degrade just as bad as what paint does with UV. And what this does is it acts as a layer of protection against the UV rays off the sun and generally everything else. So I'm just going to leave that to dry and I'll come back to you. So there we go. It's far from perfect, but that is fantastic. Now beforehand, in fact you can notice in this car there's a bulb inside of the headlamp rattling about. You couldn't see that before. And you can see nice and clear all the little segments of the bulb, the little 501 there. And when you compare that to this side, you know, when you're looking at it through there, you can see how bad all that is. So, you know, this is real time. 11 minutes. I haven't been cutting out for long. And that's just 10 minutes. I don't think with the... See, it's weird lighting in here through the roof. I'm not sure if it's showing up, the improvement. But believe me, for 10 minutes work... Can I get both headlamps in the shot? There, you can see how smoked over that one is. I'm not sure what it'll be like from that angle. But basically, for the MOT wise, neither of them were a fail, providing the headlamp bulbs are adjusted properly for the beam tester. But if this was coming in now for test, I would definitely be advising that headlamp for slight deterioration. Whereas now, this one, bar the little bit of damage from the sticker, I wouldn't advise that. So now you know, you're not really going to make your car pass or fail to a degree. All different headlamps come up, you know, different, you know, to how bad they are. But now, that is a straight pass, no advisory. That, I would definitely be considering putting an advisory on it, as for both of them. So all it just knocks 2 advisories off your MOT list and I've got this already sitting here, so it's cost me nothing. So yeah, I'll leave that video there. That's all I'm doing for today. As we mentioned before, I'm going to do the fuel filter, oil and filter. That might come a different time because I've got more priorities at the minute. I need to get an MOT. Definitely, I'll be doing this wheel bearing tomorrow. What else was that? Cleaning up that sill, coating the underneath with some grease, stone chipping that sill once I've ground it down, getting it MOT'd, and then probably next week I'll get on with servicing and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll swing that round if it does. There we go. So thanks for watching. I'll probably be the end of this week when the next videos go out. If you like this kind of thing, like and subscribe. I mean, I know not everybody's into a Peugeot 406, but I can only do what I've got. I'm certainly not I can't go out and just go buying random cars. I'll keep to the reviews as well, and a couple of product reviews. Like I say in these videos, I've been reviewing the, let's just get it, the turtle wax, just so you know what they are, in case anybody's interested. So that's your turtle wax headlight lens restore. I think on Amazon they're only about a tenner or something. You know, I've already done a video on this. If you look through my videos, T-Cut Metallic, it's great stuff. Plastics, obviously paint work, the lot. It does state on the back, I've just been looking at it there, it's got a picture of a caravan, boat, bike, house. So you can pretty much use it on anything really. And, you know, I don't need to do a description, this is just some basic wax I've got lying about. So yeah, so I'll be back soon. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, and put a comment below if you like watching this. Thanks, bye.